Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal, your Greater Toronto Area real estate resource, and I'm really excited to share with you my 3 predictions for the upcoming spring real estate market. And you won't believe the last one. What we know about the spring real estate market is that there's more activity, homes sell for a lot more money, and they sell in less time. So that's what we've seen throughout the past several years, that listings are quick to sell, and especially the past couple of years, it seemed that the second half of the year, the market did trend downwards. So if you are a seller, you may be wondering if it's the right time to list your property. And I'm going to take a deep dive into that and the right pricing strategy for your home. That leads into my very first market prediction, that the average price will actually stay stable. Now, we are in a market where the average price here in the GTA is over $1 million, which we know, but the average prices had actually increased from January to February, and this was the first time we saw an increase with the average price actually since late summer 2023. So average price, it was slightly coming down. Now there's some signs of like a market where the average price is being restored. However, the average price is definitely not where it was at its peak being the first quarter and second quarter of 2022. That's when prices were really high. So if you are a seller that's thinking, okay, I'm just going to wait until the value of my home goes back to what it was worth in the beginning of 2022, I don't believe that will be taking place this year. You may want to be a bit patient, but you may as well want to ask yourself, like, why is it so important that you sell for that price? Because I think a lot of people get caught up in wanting to sell their home for the most amount of money, and I understand that. But if they're selling and they're buying, they really need to make financial sense of exactly what they're trying to do, because they very often can actually benefit from a market like this where they're able to, let's say, upsize, because they're able to sell their property most likely pretty quickly, and then they're able to purchase a larger property. And some of these larger homes are the homes which have experienced the greatest price decrease. So look at the big picture. If you are considering upsizing, I don't think the market could really be any better, and you may as well do it now before it becomes next to impossible. My second market prediction is that we are going to see less properties selling over asking price or being in these competitive situations, because we've seen throughout the past month that over 50% of listings are actually selling over asking price. But something that we've noticed from being in the market every single day is that since the most recent announcement was made by the Bank of Canada about the interest rates, where they had mentioned that the interest rates would stay stable for the time being, we have actually seen less offers on offer night. So offer night being when sellers are expecting to get multiple offers on their listing because they most likely have priced it competitively or below market value. Offer night is coming. They're not getting many offers. Sometimes they're getting no offers. And this is throughout the whole GTA, so I think only time will tell, but we'll get some data that sellers will stop opting for this pricing strategy of listing below market value, and they'll be listing it the traditional way. Although the data shows that the average home in the GTA is selling in 25 days, really it's the condos that are pushing that number up, whereas you take your typical freehold property, semi-detached, townhouse, or smaller detached property, they're selling in 10 days or less. So now when we see a listing that's on the market for over 30 days, we usually wonder, like, what's wrong with it? Why isn't it selling? And most likely it's going to be price. As long as inventory keeps on climbing and buyers have selection, there's going to be no reason for them to be in this frantic situation, being a high stressed atmosphere when they're making these offers and paying prices that they afterwards regret. And my third market prediction is going to be that the interest rates will decrease. That's right, you've heard it. And I'm expecting a lot more optimism in the marketplace. And what that means is more transactions, because if we've noticed anything throughout the past year or even the past 6 months, activity has been at a record-breaking low. The number of sales here in the GTA has been hovering between 4,000 to 5,000 sales per month, which is nothing compared to what we're usually seeing between 7,000 to 8,000 sales per month. And to give you some perspective, we've seen throughout the past 10 years, on average, the GTA having about 90,000 sales, last year being one of the lowest years in terms of the number of sales. Last year, we saw only 65,000 or so sales, which is an awfully low number, bad for the real estate agents, of course, and we also saw the pre-construction market sales had really declined. So we're going to see an increase of activity. That's what I'm expecting this spring. What are your thoughts? Be sure to share it in the comment section below. If you are considering buying or selling, make sure to call me. My customers get excellent service. And if you are a real estate agent that's looking for great training, then make sure to reach out to me to learn more about our organization within eXp Realty. I thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to seeing you next time.